This is a story called The Little Monsters, Part 7, The Little Bully. It's the last day of the school holidays, and the kids have arranged to meet at the swing. However, Stampy, who is the smallest and the youngest in the gang, arrived first. After he'd been playing on the swing for about 5 minutes, Stampy noticed a bigger boy coming towards him. He asked him if he wanted to play, but he said no and told Stampy to get off the swing. When Stampy refused, the bigger boy grabbed the swing and told him to get off. Stampy said to him, "No, why should I? I was here first." The boy tried to drag him off again, and just at that moment Kicker showed up. "Get off my friend and leave him alone. Why don't you pick on someone your own size?" Kicker said to the bigger boy. The boy pushed Kicker hard, causing her to fall backwards. She got up and kicked him really hard on his leg, causing him to get incredibly angry. He grabbed her by her hair and punched her in the face. She tried to kick him again, but she couldn't get close enough. Stampy tried to get him off her, but he was twice his size and he pushed him over. As luck would have it, at that moment the rest of the gang showed up and grabbed the boy off Kicker. As soon as Kicker got up, she kicked the boy twice, as hard as she did the first time. The boy ran off saying, "I'll get you back, you'll see." When the kids went back to school, the little bully was there, but because they were all together, he didn't do or say anything to them. However, at lunchtime, Stampy had finished his lunch and he went into the school playground. As he did so, the little bully saw him and he saw that he was alone. He went over to Stampy and told him to stay away from the swing, or he was going to beat him up. Stampy said to him, "Why should I? Me and my friends found it first." The little bully pushed Stampy over and then hit him, causing him to cry. Then he said to him, "Now stay away from the swing." "No, why should I? It's not yours. It's for all of us to play on. Besides, me and my friends found it before you did." The little bully pushed Stampy over again, and this time he punched him hard in the tummy, winding him and making him cry again. When the rest of the gang came outside, they asked Stampy why he was crying. Stampy said, "The bigger boy pushed me and punched me in the tummy." They went up to the boy and Kicker kicked him hard, and Stampy sat on him and wouldn't let him get up. The little bully left Stampy alone for a few days. Then one day after school, the gang arranged to meet up at the swing again. However, Stampy got there first again, and not long after, the little bully came up behind Stampy and pulled him off the swing. Then he threw him to the ground. Stampy said to him, "What did you do that for? I was here first." Then he got back on the swing and the little bully pulled him off again. At that moment, Kicker turned up and she said to the little bully, "I thought I told you to leave my friend alone. He was here first." The little bully pushed her so she got up and kicked him hard between his legs, causing him to howl in pain and to fall to his knees with his eyes rolling. However, he still wasn't done. As he grabbed Kicker's legs, causing her to fall on her face. Then the rest of the gang arrived, and as soon as the little bully saw them, he ran off. The gang ran after him, but he got away. A couple of days later, Stampy was at the swing with Stampy when the little bully and some of his friends turned up and grabbed Stampy off the swing. Stampy and Stampy both pushed the little bully and his friends over. This made them really mad, especially the little bully, as he was the ringleader. He grabbed Stampy and his friends grabbed Stampy, and they hit them both hard. Then Kicker turned up and kicked the boys one by one between their legs. This caused them all to cry in pain and to fall to their knees with their eyes rolling. The little bully's friends ran off, but the little bully wasn't done yet. He grabbed Kicker from behind, causing her to put up a struggle, and they both fell backwards. Kicker managed to get free, but as she did, the little bully grabbed her again, this time by her hair. She kicked him hard on his shin, causing him to cry out in pain. She thought this was really funny, but the little bully was really angry. He got up and tried to grab her again, so she kicked him again. He then tried to grab Stampy, but he managed to get away from him. Then he grabbed Stumpy just as the rest of the gang arrived. They grabbed the little bully off Stumpy and Stampy, then they punched him hard. He ran off, but the next day at school the little bully spotted Stampy on his own again. He went up to him and pushed him over. They started fighting, and then the rest of the gang arrived, and Kicker kicked the little bully hard between his legs. He cried out in pain and fell to his knees with his eyes rolling. That day at home time the gang separated to go home, and Stampy was on his own again. The little bully sneaked up behind him, grabbed him by his school blazer and hit him hard. Thankfully, Stampy managed to get free and he ran home. His parents wanted to know what had happened. He told them about the little bully and everything he'd done to him. They knew who the boy was, and they went to his house. His dad smacked him hard on his bum, making him cry, and then sent him to bed. The next day the little bully was adamant he was going to get revenge. He went up to Stampy and punched him in the stomach. Grumpy saw him and he went up to him in his stomach, punched him in his stomach and then said to him, "You hurt my friend, so I hurt you, to see how you like it." The little bully got up and went to hit Grumpy just as Mrs. Applejack came out to ring the bell and get them all in. "What on earth is going on here?" Grumpy said, "Please miss, he's been bullying Stampy for ages, both at school and after school." The boy denied it, but the rest of the gang and a few other kids came forward and said it was true. The little bully was punished and he wasn't happy at all. After school he hid and waited for Stampy, and when he saw him he jumped out on him and hit him hard again. Stampy hit him back, but he was no match for the little bully. The little bully hit him again, busting his nose. This time the little bully's parents saw him and smacked him hard on the bum. His dad dragged him home and punished him again. His mum saw to Stampy and took him home and explained to his parents what had happened and apologised on behalf of her son. However, the little bully still wasn't finished with poor little Stampy, and the next day in the school playground he went up to Stampy and told him to watch his back. Luckily Mrs. Applejack came out and rung the bell for the kids to go in. By this time Stampy had decided he'd had enough of the little bully bullying him, and he wasn't putting up with it anymore. When the little bully came up to him at lunchtime and hit him, Stampy hit him back, but he pushed him over and then punched him in the stomach, winding him again. This time though, both Mrs. Applejack and the little bully's parents saw everything. Mrs. Applejack was given permission by the little bully's parents to cane him hard on the backside in front of the whole school. Then both his parents hit him hard in front of the whole school and made him apologise to the gang, Stampy especially, in front of the whole school. That night when the little bully's parents got him home, they punished him even more. After that, the little bully never bullied anyone again. It's fair to say that he'd been taught a lesson and learnt his lesson. End of part 7. Thank you.